Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, the 8th of September. I hope and trust you have had a good beginning to the week and your week will be good hereafter. In the morning prayer reading from the book of Acts, chapter 14 today, it's so interesting to see how Paul and Barnabas, the story is revolving around them. They go from city to city, and in the readings today, they begin at the city of Iconium, and they preach powerfully. And there are miracles that accompany that preaching. And the result is that many of the Jews and the Gentiles in the city listening to them convert to Christianity. It wasn't recognized or known or called Christianity at the time, but that's what we would understand it to be. So many convert to Christianity. This is a radically new message, a lot to do with relationship with the living Lord Jesus, who is the God himself, or in our own understanding and parlance, the Son of God. And yet there are those that are vehemently opposed to this new way. They see it as different. And I suppose it's the very difference that for them is a big red flag, a big stumbling block to which they just cannot rise and overcome. And so they begin to stir up trouble. And for me, two things. Number one, Paul and Barnabas do this powerful teaching. They use oratory, no force. And it is backed up by miracles, the working of God himself, as if God is saying, I'm here, I'm listening, this is the truth. And people are healed of diseases and demonic possession. But there are those who refuse to listen, and here's the second aspect. Some people in life will never change or will find it extremely difficult to change, and their reaction will be vehemence, to the point, as happened to Paul and Barnabas, where they are literally chased out of the city with a threat of death hanging over their heads. They go on to another area, to more cities, Lystra and Derbe, and exactly the same things happen to them. Powerful preaching, miracles occur. In the one city, I can't now remember if it's Lystra or Derbe, Paul is preaching, and there's a crippled man, crippled from birth, sitting there, and his heart is warming to the message, and Peter recognizes within him the faith, and he calls out to the man and says, God has seen you, God's faith is going to heal you, jump up and walk. And the man does precisely that, and the people are amazed. That's an incredible miracle when you know someone is crippled from birth, and then you listen to this powerful teaching, and all of a sudden the person can jump up. It does give a lot of credence to the fact that there may well be a lot of truth in this message, and people respond and they begin to explore this newfound faith. But again, the people rise up, those that are against you, and they become quite vicious. Where do you and I stand in this? Well, the Christian message is quite a change in our life. We need to adapt, and many of our friends, and perhaps even we've been a little bit vehemently opposed to the message at the beginning. But understand that good news comes often with a background of clutter as people try and destroy your message. So hang in there, persevere. Peter and Barnabas never gave up. They simply went on and preached somewhere else, and other disciples came after them and preached the good news. Don't give up preaching the good news, even when people become vehemently opposed to you, and even to the point of threatening your life. Hang in there and remain truthful to God. Folks, have a wonderful day. We'll chat again tomorrow. God bless.